Hey, everybody. Hey, welcome. I hope everyone can hear me okay. I'm going to give you a few minutes. My guest is having some technical difficulties. However, I figure I may as well start. Um, Hope everyone's doing okay tonight. Sunday, it's beautiful. Hope you had a wonderful weekend. I know I did. I had a wonderful time. I was hiking this weekend, so I got a chance to spend some time doing the thing I love, which is being outdoors. Um, Hung out with a few friends, and of course, we were safe. And yeah, the weather was beautiful. I mean, I couldn't have asked for a more beautiful weekend. Even though it rained a little bit, it was still gorgeous. It was perfect. The weather felt wonderful. The temperature was great. I'm a little tired from hiking. We did like 11 miles, and then today I did some other stuff as well. So I just enjoy it. I enjoy it. But anyway, so welcome. I'm going to try to buy a little bit of time tonight. We have author Nikki Moore or Nikki Morton. Um, she will be joining us. She has a new book out, and I'll tell you a little bit more about that as we go on. But April is Sexual Assault and Awareness Month. So for those of you that are advocates for, victims or survivors of sexual assault and abuse, then we will be talking about some things that are probably near and dear to you. And if we say anything wrong, please, please, please send me a message, correct me. I am not an official advocate. That's not my job. But I am a survivor of sexual assault and abuse. And so tonight we'll be talking from a space of experience and love and care. And so we want to be sensitive and thoughtful for those that may listen to this and come across this. And you too have also been victimized, whether male or female or transgender, um, or um, any way included in the LGBTQTI plus community. But definitely, I just want to make sure that we are considerate of this sensitive topic. And this is the month that we bring awareness and attention to it. Not that it doesn't happen any other month, but we definitely bring attention to it this month. I think this is like the 20th year for SAM. I think. Um, Look it up. Don't quote me, but look it up. I'm almost positive it's around 20 years. So while we are waiting on Nikki, I see she's still trying to get into the studio. I don't know what's going on. Um, but I want to just kind of debunk a few of the myths. I'm going to read um, some things that I wrote down, and maybe by the time I finish, um, Nikki will be popped in and I'll be able to let her in. So, first thing first, myths and facts about sexual assault and abuse. Myth is women who wear revealing clothes are asking to be sexually assaulted. I grew up, and that was really the thought, I think, around sexual assault. It was don't wear those type of clothes because you will be XYZ. That was I grew up thinking that, and I think a lot of us probably kind of have that unconscious bias in our heads that maybe that is the case, but in fact no one asks or deserves to be sexually assaulted. Women dress to feel comfortable and attractive if they choose. Perpetrators are responsible for their own actions. So let's stop blaming people for what they wear being the cause of them receiving unsolicited assault. Let's be a little more mindful of that. Another myth: men cannot be sexually assaulted. Please tell me if you can't hear me. Leave that message in the comments because I really don't know if you can hear me or not. But men cannot be sexually assaulted. In fact, that is untrue. 1 in 20 men, and some of us really believe 1 in 10, and 1 in 5 women over the age of 15 years of age will experience sexual assault, violence sometimes in their life. Most sexual assaults occur at night in dark alleys away from others. Um, we know that that's not true. Many sexual assaults occur during the day and often in the homes of people that are involved in it. A man can't sexually a man can't be sexually assaulted by a woman. We have learned that that's not true as well. Okay, hold on. Let me check the comments. Hey, Shimona. Hey. Oh my God, it has been 20 years. So this is the girl. I should have had you come in because you're an advocate. I should have had you come on. Oh, Shimona, how are you? So good to see you. You know, you can join me. I can send you the link. So if you want to, you can join me. I would love to have you to join me tonight. So it has been 20 years. Um, all right, let's keep going. I don't know where Nikki is at. Give me 1 second, guys. Let me see if I can find her and see what's going on. Let's see. Um, the browser. I don't know what is happening with my guest tonight, y'all. Bear with me. I really don't know what's happening. I really don't know. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Um, y'all give me 1 second. This is kind of what happens whenever we're trying to get something done. We are live and all crazy is breaking loose. So anyway, y'all bear with me, okay? So don't go anywhere. Just stay with me. Okay, so I'm back. You guys, let's see. Hold on. I got another message. Hi. Yeah, I don't know what's going on, Trey. I don't know what's going on. I really thought she was in with me earlier, but now she's not able to get in, which is bizarre. I have no idea, but I'm going to keep moving here um, and keep reading off these myths and facts. Um, all right. So a man who sexually assaults another man is gay. Men who sexually assault other men are usually straight and can be in a relationship with a woman. Sexual assault is about the use of power and control, not about sexual attraction always. If someone is drinking or taking drugs, they are asking to be sexually assaulted. Um, it's sad that we think that we actually have thought that over time, um, especially like in colleges. I had to warn my daughter, who was a college student, I had to warn her not to be drinking around her friends, to make sure that she's mindful of the drinks that she, is like enjoying, making sure that she's the person that pours the drink, she brought the drink, things like that, because sometimes people are just waiting for a window of opportunity. And it's not because you were drunk, it's because there's the window of opportunity. So, being under the influence of alcohol or drugs can prevent a person from being able to consent to sexual acts with another person. It is a crime to have sex with a person who cannot consent due to being intoxicated or drugged. Remember that drinking and taking drugs does not influence good decision making. That's true. All right. If a man, she says she is having trouble getting on, it keeps saying her browser is blocked. Trey, I really don't know. I really have, I mean, I have no idea what's going on, Trey, because she was in a second ago. I don't know if she's blocked. Can you ask her, is she blocked from going live on Facebook? I really don't know, Trey. And I don't have another way for her to get in unless she's on a different device. She can try from a different device. That may be helpful. This is what happens. I'm telling you, this is what happens whenever you're trying to go live. Can't get on. It say my browser is blocked. This is not good. Well, let me finish reading this, you all, and we may wind up having to just come back on a little later once I get um, Nikki's system up and running. But just bear with me. I may as well go ahead and continue reading the myths and the facts because again, this is April Sexual Assault and Awareness Month, and it's just time for us to have a conversation about this, right? So I'll continue reading until we figure it out, Nikki. So just hang in there, sweetheart. If a man became erect and ejaculated, then he must have wanted and enjoyed the sex. Erection and ejaculation are normal bodily responses to physical stimulus. This cannot be controlled. It does not mean he wanted to enjoy the experience of sex without real consent is sexual assault. Most sexual assaults are committed by strangers. If you can join, okay. Sexual assault. Most sexual assaults are committed by strangers. Out of 10 victims of sexual assault are assaulted by someone they know. So many of the people that I have spoken with, and me myself, anytime I was ever as a child or youth sexually assaulted, it was by someone that was connected to my family or to my friend circle. So it was never just some perfect stranger, even though they may have been a stranger to me. So this I do believe, and I think that this is why, I myself was very, very careful over the people that I had around my home, the people that I connected with my children being around. And I was very watchful, even of, people that I trusted, because I know that, you don't know the mind or the intent of the person, no matter how sweet and nice they come off. You really have no idea if they have a deviant type of mentality that you just don't see. So definitely 8 of 10 victims, I can totally believe that to be true. Another myth, women enjoy being sexually assaulted. I don't even know why people believe that, but if we think about it, we've heard, oh, she wanted it. That is who really wants that, right? Anyway, any form of sexual violence is a frightening and humiliating experience during which the person has no control over what happens. No one truly enjoys being sexually assaulted or raped. Um, I don't know. Someone may argue that there's some exceptions. I have no idea. I just don't believe that that's the case, but I don't know everything. Men sexually assault others because this is a myth. Men sexually assault others because they are sexually frustrated or cannot control themselves. The fact, the majority of sexual assaults are well planned and do not involve a loss of control on the perpetrator's part. And then I'll also add that some sexual assaults can be spontaneous, can be in the moment, right? Because they just want it and they're going to take it, and sometimes they're going to teach you a lesson, um, which is sad. So another myth, if a person did not scream or fight or has no injury, it could not have been a sexual assault. Fact. Despite what you might see on TV, most people do not scream or fight. I think there's that fight or flight. We think about fight or flight. We only think about the two, but then there's that freeze response. And some of us, I'm so sorry. I cannot get in. I'm sorry. Now I'm saying something about the browser setting. Okay, Nikki, I'm going to come back to you in a moment. Okay, I'm just going to read a few more of these, and then I'll end this broadcast, and we'll try to hop back on in the 8 o'clock hour. So I know many of you wanted to tune in and hear about the book. We're going to try to get back up and running at 8 o'clock. Okay. Um, so yeah, so I think that we forget, and anyone that's listening can correct me if I'm wrong, especially if you advocate If you're sharp trained or any of those things, then please, tell me if I'm wrong. But I think that we kind of focus on fight or flight, right? So either you fought back, or you left, or escaped, or sometimes you can mentally escape, or you freeze. And so I think sometimes the freeze response makes it seem like you gave in. And actually, I believe that the freeze response is more a way of you just surviving, trying to get through it, right? So you realize you can't beat the person, you realize that your screams are not being heard, you go silence, you let them finish this. And we're talking about a rape, unfortunately, because of the freeze response. Again, I could be wrong, but I think just with my studies and my understanding, there is a freeze response that happens sometimes. And people will assume that, oh, she wanted it, she didn't fight back. And then I think with the freeze response and the silence that we sometimes go through, there is this, of course, people, they will say, oh, yeah, she wanted it, or he wanted it. That's not the case. It is not possible for a man to sexually assault a woman unless he has a weapon. I don't know who would believe that to be true. Anyway, the fact is, when someone is in fear of being hurt or killed, they will submit to what is being forced upon them. Another myth: prostitutes cannot be sexually assaulted. Fact: everyone has the right to say no to sexual acts they do not want. So a prostitute can, in fact, be sexually assaulted. Um, Myth: children who dress like adults and act in a provocative way are asking for sexual to be sexually abused. This one burns me up. It burns me. It burns me. Okay, so fact: a child's appearance or behavior does not excuse an abuser's behavior. A child by law is unable to consent to any sexual activity with another person, no matter how they dress or act. No child asks or deserves to be sexually abused. Fact, I'm sorry, myth: some children let the abuse go on for a long time because they like it. Ooh, this bothers my spirit, honey, because I was a child that endured this, and I know other adults that endured the repetitive assaults um, as children. My heart goes out to them, um, because I know some that really felt that they themselves liked it. And there is so much therapy and unpacking that must happen for those that have endured this and believe that it's so hard. It's so hard. Again, I just want to be sensitive to this because it's just hard, and I've been, I've survived it, and I went through it myself. And so my heart goes out to any of us that have endured sexual assault or abuse. The fact is, a child may not tell anyone about abuse for many reasons. This may be because the abuser threatened them, or they may feel ashamed, or they may feel guilty. Sometimes they do not tell in order to keep the family together. That part. All right. So, myth: sexual abuse of a child or a young person occurs within a loving relationship. Fact: people who love children do not have sex with them. Child sexual abusers use threats, intimidation, and manipulation to stop children from telling anyone about the abuse. This can have long-standing and harmful physical and emotional effects. That is indeed not love. Ah, all right. Myth: no can sometimes mean yes. Women sometimes play hard to get. If we just live by the fact that no means no, we wouldn't even have to even have this conversation at all. Okay. Myth: if you buy someone dinner, whew, go get your boys, go get your boys, go get your boys, go get your boys, go get your girls too, but go get your boys. If you buy someone dinner, then it is okay to expect that that person to have sex with you. Myth, all around myth. The fact is, buying something for someone does not entitle you to have sex with them. Sex without real consent is sexual assault. So, people, This is as far as I'm going to go right now. But I just want to say this before I disconnect and come back on. So I got to try to get my author here tonight. Um, favors, favors, right? Or gifts, unless it's understood that you're having sex, don't assume that you buying me a bottle of liquor or you buying me a purse or you buying me dinner means we got to have sex. Talk about this. Be upfront about it. Be very, very open and honest about it. Don't assume that treating someone well equates to I'm getting some tonight. So therefore you take it. Okay, so that let's talk about that. You can have the expectation and the desire if y'all are kicking it, but taking it, right? That's what we're talking about. Assaulting. Um, get that out your head. Just stop. Don't do that. Um, yeah, just don't do that. Just don't let your kids believe that that's the truth. Don't let Uncle Earl believe that's the truth. Don't let Aunt Becky think that's the truth. Stop. Cut it out. Because we get into this in these arguments trying to debate over are you putting out or not? No, we just had dinner. I'm not putting out. And no simply means no. It's not reverse psychology. I'm not playing hard to get. It just means no. Respect that. You know, Another person's body is not yours. So don't go after it like it's yours. And even if it was yours, do you realize that you just violated yourself if you think that that body's yours? I'm talking about those that are married. You're violating yourself by taking something, with aggression. Come on, stop. Anyway, I will be back, everyone. I hope to be back. Nikki, hang in there. I'm coming to get you. So sorry that we're not able to go live right now with Nikki, but I do hope that I was able to just shed some light on the myths and the facts about sexual assault and abuse. And please stay with me. Again, if anyone is interested in joining in on this conversation, just shoot me a message on Facebook or shoot me a message on IG, and I will send you the link so you can join us. Let me go and try to get our author. So stay tuned, hang in there. Don't go away. Don't go too far. We will be back. Okay. All right. Bye.